Okay. So this is the course information syllabus of uh, ME laws, ethics, contracts, codes, and standards. Okay? So ang course code natin is ME421. And this course is actually a professional mechanical engineering course which is according to the CMO number 97 series of 2017. So ano bang ibig sabihin noon? No. So pag sinabi na professional mechanical engineering course, ibig sabihin po nito na medyo nandoon na tayo sa dulo ng program natin, 'no. Ito na yung mga specific courses na kailangan talaga ay mas detailed and discussion since this is one of the important, um, topics pagdating po sa field of specialization natin, 'no. Also, according to our law, 'pag sinabing professional mechanical engineering course, it is required na ang magtuturo lang po nito are those professional mechanical engineer or those professors, faculties who graduated with master's degree in mechanical engineering. No? So this course is being offered every second semester ng third year po sa program natin. No? And hindi ko lang na-revise but for this semester po, ay ako ang nag-iisang magha-handle po ng course na ito. So, ibig sabihin from, anong tawag dito, section 1 up to section 9, ako po ang magha-handle, 'no. So, ano ba ang course rationale and description natin? So, the subject relates to the laws concerning mechanical engineering, the jurisprudence on contracts, the fundamentals of engineering specifications, and the professional ethics, the nature and effects of the contracts and the weights and obligation that it carries, as well as the forms and how it is interpreted, shall discuss to provide the students who are prospective engineers an overview of the particular guidelines and legal documents. So, familiarization with the technical codes and standards are also included. The aim of this course is to produce engineers who are competent in business dealings and dedicated in observing proper professional ethics. Okay? So, when you are on second year, no, you enrolled ME orientation, no, kung saan doon po diniscuss sa inyo, ano ba ang ibig sabihin pag sinabing mechanical engineering? Ano ba yung profession natin na iyon, 'no? Ano ba yung field of specialization na puwede nating pasukin after we graduated, 'no? So, somehow this is a continuation of that, course, 'no? Kasi dito, idi-discuss natin, after we finish yung program natin, what we are going to do. What are the requirements na dapat ay meron tayo for us to proceed sa susunod na step, no? Such as, taking the licensure examination, no? Ano yung mga requirements doon. If in case you already took the licensure examination, what if you pass the examination? What will you do? What if you fail? What will you do? No. What are the requirements so that magawa mo na yung profession mo, makapag-practice ka na ng profession mo. Okay? Um, Also, we are going to discuss ano ba yung mga responsibilities, what are the duties, as well as what are the things na hindi dapat at hindi dapat na ginagawa ng isang professional, specifically ng isang mechanical engineer. No? So, we are going to discuss that. And then, sabi nga, there are times, no, that, kumbaga, as an engineer, marami kayong magiging business dealings, no? So it is important that you are well aware of the documents, legal documents na kakaharapin ninyo, no? Or makakasalubong ninyo during your practice of the profession. So i-discuss natin yan isa-isa, no? Well, actually, very basic na pagdating sa business dealings, there are a lot of contracts, no? So, kailangan nating malalaman paano ba siya magsisimula at paano ba natin siya ipo-fulfill, no? And then also, we are going to discuss some codes and standards which are very much beneficial, especially if you plan to pursue to be a professional mechanical engineer, no, kung saan talagang kayo yung mga gagawa ng plano ng lahat ng mechanical aspect ng isang building or anything, no, something na anything na nagmo-move kasi yun yung coverage natin, yun yung sakop natin. So kapag tayo ang nag-design noon, no, ano ba we are going to discuss at pag-aaralan natin, ano ba yung mga codes and standards na ina-apply natin, may it be local or international na standards, no. So kung papansinin niyo, sobrang lawak, no, ng topic na i-discuss natin pagdating sa course na ito, no. So by the way, this course is a 2 hours lecture, and based on our schedule, wait lang ha. Based on our schedule po, mhm, tayo po ay Monday na 3 to 5, no. If, by the way, we still have the odd even scheme, no. If odd week po tayo, so 3 to 4:30, then we will be on 2:09, no. Then asynchronous na yung remaining na 30 minutes. So, it doesn't mean na uuwian na, no? So, there are cases na meron akong ipapasubmit sa inyo that you have to finish, no? So, gagawin po natin yun doon sa time na iyon, no? While kapag naman ganito na even week, so therefore, ang discussion po natin ay syempre from 3 to 5 p.m., no? So, I believe naman since all of you are here, well, actually, not all of you are here, no, ibig sabihin for those na nandito ngayon, ibig sabihin wala kayong conflict sa schedule. That's why kayo po ay naka-attend sa ating meeting ngayon, sa ating orientation. Ano, may concern ka po? May concern po? May question po? Ako gay naririnig. Ano yun? Okay.
Rinig po.
Okay. No. So, let's proceed. Okay. So, here are the criteria for assessment for this course. No. So, 50% of your final grade po will be coming from the major examination, which is the midterm examination and the final examination, which is equivalent to 25% each. So, as you all know, ang atin pong midterm and the final examination are scheduled. It is departmentalized po ang schedule ng ating midterm examination, which commonly happens during week 9 of the semester, yung midterm examination natin, while yung finals po ay week 17. No. So, nagbabago lang yon, depende po sa nagiging schedule natin. Minsan kasi ang coverage ng ating examination ay 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks. Tig 2 weeks dahil nga sobrang laki ng department natin. But the target date is on week 9 and week 17. No. We also have 25% for the quizzes, no, which is it happens every week 5, no, and a week 13. So meron po tayong dalawang quizzes sa loob ng semester po natin, no. So also, yan, likdangan ko lang muna. We have 10% para sa exercises and seat works. So that is 10%. So same with sa atin pong research methods, no? So meron tayong mga exercises and seat works which are in line with the topics that we have discussed. The only difference is that hindi siya per topic or per after each and every discussion, no? So hindi po siya gano'n. Kumbaga after 4 topics, saka tayo magkakaroon ng exercises and seat works. So there will be a maximum of 2 quizzes and a maximum of 2 exercises and seat works po for this course. Okay? And then, ayan, so I believe some of you already asked about the course, no? Anong naging orientation, ayan. So, meron po tayong 15% para po sa recitation. Okay? So, every meeting po, we will be having a recitation. No? So, paano ba ang proseso natin pagdating po dyan? So, I will be giving you a module no, before i-discuss siya, no, a week before ng discussion natin. No. So, you can be prepared, you can read it, understand and study it. No. So that the next time na tayo po ay mag-meet, whenever I ask question, kayo po ay makakasagot. No. May it be online or face-to-face, meron po tayong recitation. No. So, that's why, pagdating po sa online class po natin, syempre sa face-to-face, magkikita tayo doon. No, magkakaharap talaga tayo. But during the online class, I will be requiring all of you to open up your camera no, during the recitation. Okay? So, pasuyo nga, sample naman dyan. Pa-open naman ako ng inyong mga camera. Para kayo naman ay makita ko. Yan. No. So, katulad nung nabanggit ko sa inyo, so I will be asking question every meeting that you will answer. I will call your name randomly. No. So, I will call your name randomly. No. So, para po doon, I will also be requiring you to submit po 1/8 index card. No. Magsasubmit po kayo ng 1/8 index card. And then, kindly write your name, SR code, section, address, your birthday, and yun pong expected ninyo na grade in this course at the end of the semester. Ulit po, no? So, kindly write your name, SR code, section, address, permanent address, and then yun pong birthday po ninyo. No? And yung expected ninyo na final grade in the subject. No? Okay po, nakuha ga po. Kasama din doon na maglalagay po kayo doon. I will be requiring also yung 1 by 1 picture po at the upper right side ng ating index card. So, para siyang ganito. Yeah. No. Okay po. So, ganyan siya ha. So, I will be expecting for you to submit it on Monday next week. Okay po. So, I will be using that to call your name. Diyan ko din isusulat whenever you get an answer. No. So, if in case po na kayo po ay natawag at hindi kayo nakasagot, then you will be standing. No, hindi po kayo uupo. No, tatayo po kayo hanggat hindi kayo nakakasagot ng tama. No. May violent reaction po. Ay, hindi open your camera.
Wala po.
Si Javi lang, si Ichiro lang, si Noel, si Crismel, si Samuel, yun lang ang po. No. Okay? May violent reaction po. Naiintindihan. No. So, maybe some of you may think na, ay, tatayo lang pala, okay lang. Parang sumimba lang ako na wala akong naupuan, kaya tayo na lang ako. No. Siguro ganun lang iniisip ng iba. Tatayo na lang ako, yain na. Yain ng tumayo. No. But in my case, it will be different. No. My impression will be different. No. It means for me, hindi kayo nag-aral, hindi kayo nagbasa, hindi kayo nag-prepare for our class. Maliwanag po. It will be different with RM. No. It will be very different sa RM natin. No. But I think the class will be more interactive. No. Magkakaroon talaga tayo ng maraming discussion. Okay po? Maliwanag po. So, syempre, hindi ko naman nahayaan na the whole period talaga namang nakatayo kayo, no? So, syempre, balikan ko naman ikaw. Baka masasagot mo na ito, yung aking question. Sabi, ma'am, pwede po bang mag-volunteer na lang? No, pag po alam ko yung sagot, volunteer na lang po ako. No, hindi po ako tumatawag or hindi po ako, yon kapag kung may mag-raise ng hand, hindi ko po tinatawag. No, hindi po ano sa akin ang volunteer. No. So, siguro, tatanggap na ako ng volunteer kung 3/4 ng klase na ang nakatayo. No, dahil hindi naintindihan yung nabasa. No. So, of course, sabi ko nga, hindi ko naman talagang papabayaan kayo na buong period na nakatayo. No? And huwag masyadong kabahan because sabi, may nagtanong nga, Ma'am, kailangan po ba super duper English? No? So, sa akin naman, hindi naman talagang required. No? As much as possible, maganda o makakapag-English tayo. No? But if it needs, no, if it really needs na gumamit tayo ng Tagalog at para mas ma-express natin, masabi natin ang gusto nating sabihin, ay okay lang din. Because ang point ko naman why we have this kind of strategy, no, or discussion is that so I would know na talagang naiintindihan ninyo yung topic na dinidiscuss natin. Ano? Maliwanag po. No? Okay po. No? So, ayun. So, sabi, Ma'am, paano pagka online? Tatayo din kami pag hindi kami nakasagot. No. Sabi ko sa isang sakyan, sige, practicein natin yan. Sige. Tapos, magtatanong yung parents, ba't di kinakatayo? Wait, hindi ka umupo. Ang hiya, nakakahiya namang sabihin. Kasi kung mali yung sagot ko. No? Okay. So, sige, try natin yan. But during the online class, wag nang isipin na, ay, mag-set up dyan sa unahan, nandiyan yung module, tapos bubuklat-buklatin na lang kasi halatang-halata. Kitang-kita kung sino may binabasa. Ano po? Okay? So, ilang taon ko na rin naman itong handle, I think, since 2016. So, Diyos ko, kitang-kita ko na. Lalo na during the pandemic. Naku, alam na kung sino talaga yung nagbasa at kung sino yung basta na. Ano po? Maliwanag po. Violent reaction. Okay po tayo? No. Okay? So, ang masasabi ko lang din naman, no, I guess this strategy is very good, no, kasi if I may say, you don't have to really review during the major examination or even during the quiz, no. If you really read, if you really do understand kung ano yung nakalagay sa module natin at you listen during the discussion at inintindi mo yun, inalala mo yun, hindi mo na kailangan talagang mag-review. Makakasagot at makakasagot kayo, hindi kayo maka-zero during the examination. No? So, ayun. Okay po. Okay. So, pagdating naman sa discussion natin, sabi ko nga, magiging interactive siya. Magkakaroon tayo ng sharing ng ideas, no? There are cases na magkakaroon tayo ng problem solving. Wow, may problem solving. Ba't may problem solving? No? So, may problem solving in a way. May times, may kinalaman sa number, but hindi naman siya talagang number. But more on, kumbaga, situational problem tayo. Situational problem. For example, you are the engineer, may case na ganito, this happens, what will you do? No, as the engineer, anong gagawin mo? So of course, your answer should be backed up or kumbaga, may yung justification mo is about the theories and the learnings, knowledge na pinag-aralan natin. No, at dinaanan natin. So, ganun siya. No, ganun nang mangyayari sa ating magiging discussion. Na, okay po? Maliwanag po yun? Okay. No. So, sige. Tuloy lang natin. Ano? Hmm. Okay. So, ano ba ang intended learning outcomes? So, first one, explain the engineering profession and the requirements for professional practice. Resolve ethical dilemmas in the mechanical engineering profession with the use of ethical theories and concepts and the ethical problem solving techniques. Discuss the important and critical provisions of the mechanical engineering law, as well as the Philippine Mechanical Engineering Codes and Standards. And then lastly, ang intended learning outcome po natin is to apply the concept, the nature and types ng engineering contracts. Okay? So, ano ba ang course policy natin? So, basically, I think you are all well aware pagdating sa grading system natin, no? So, if in case po na at the end of the semester, ang computed grade po natin ay nasa 70 to 74.99. So, ibig sabihin po, you will be having a remedial activity. So, in this case, unlike sa RM na nag-revise ng manuscript, dito naman po is really examination. No? Ang removal examination po natin ay isang beses lang talaga. No? So that we will know po kung pasa ba kayo or nag-fail dun sa subject na ito. No. For the class policy, no, so again, always lagi kong sinasabi na yung attendance naman talaga ay wala siyang effect pagdating sa final grade ninyo. No. But it is required to have this regular attendance, no, because there are cases na magkakaroon siya ng effect pagdating sa class standing natin sa klase. No. So, katulad nun, bawal po na magkaroon tayo ng unexcused absences. Kailangan po hindi siya mag-exceed ng 10% ng maximum ng number of hours po natin sa bawat course or bawat semester natin. For example, since hanggang week 17 tayo, yan, 18, so that will be 3.6, no, 36, 3.6, no, so that will be equivalent to, tama nga ba, 18 times 2, tama, 36, tapos equivalent to 4 hours, no. So 4 hours na kayo po ay absent nang wala kahit na anong reason or notification po sa akin. Then, kung yan po ay mangyari before midterm, then you will be dropped sa subject na ito. After midterm, then magiging 5 na po kayo. No. So for those student, lalo ngayon, no. Alam naman na ngayon ay pasukan na, ngayon ay may klase na, meeting na. Alam nang nabalitaan ng kinlase na ni ma'am yung ibang section nung nakaraan. Kami lang yung hindi, ay hindi pa rin ako umattend ngayon, ay hindi pa rin pumasok, no. So, ibig sabihin niya mga absent po ngayon ay di isang meeting na lang na hindi na mag-absent nang wala kahit na anong dahilan, ibig sabihin po, madadrop na sila sa subject na ito. Maliwanag po. No. Sinasabi ko sa inyo na talagang magiging mahigpit ako or very strict pagdating sa attendance. The anong tawag dito, yung index card that you will be submitting, I will be using it for your attendance as well as for your recitation. No. So for those students na until next week ay wala pa ring maibigay sa akin na index card, ibig sabihin 2 meetings na silang absent. No. So kindly inform those students. No. Maliwanag po. Okay? So pagdating naman sa atin po na academic missed examination, no, missed examination, this will be the same, no, this will be the same sa lahat ng actually policy ko pagdating sa missed exam. Just make sure to inform me in advance if in case na hindi kayo makaka-take ng exam due to, no, kung may prior na commitment, hindi talaga makakarating sa schedule date, nagkasakit, so on and so forth, emergency, just make sure that it is just justified or valid. No, so i-inform niyo lang ako when and where tayo natin i-schedule yung yung ating examination, no? So siguro mga a week after your return, pwede na kayong lumapit at i-discuss sa akin yon, no? Yes po. And then next po is the academic dishonesty, no? So kung mapapansin ninyo, naghuhumiyaw ang title ng ating course, no? ME Law, Ethics, no? Codes and Standards, no? So because of that, lalo sa subject na ito, I will not be tolerating any academic dishonesty na mangyayari sa subject po nito. And actually, I am not expecting any of those sa subject po na ito. No. So, inaasahan ko na walang mangyayaring cheating or anything po dito because I will not be tolerating it. No. Let me remind you or give example lang, no. Example, if you are to cheat or kayo nag-cheating during the midterm examination, based sa norms natin, it will be 0%. Mind you, it will be different po. No. It will be different doon sa nag-take ka ng exam na ikaw ay na zero dahil wala kang nasagot. No. Yun ay magkakaroon ka pa ng 50% dun sa total na percentage noon. So kung yun ay 25% midterm, so you can still have 12.5%. Pero kung ikaw ay nag-take ng exam, tapos nag-cheat ka pa, ay nahuli ka. So that will be 0%. So ibig sabihin dun sa total na 25%, sabi 0% ka daw doon. So ibig sabihin sa total na assessment na gagawin mo, wala ka ng 25. So, ibig sabihin ng pinakamataas mo na lang na pwedeng makuha ay 75% or that is equivalent to 3 po. Pwera na lang kung talagang perfect na perfect mo lahat. Which is napaka-imposible naman. Ano? Maliwanag po. No. So, again, ayaw na ayaw ko na may mangyayaring cheating sa subject ko po na ito. Okay? Okay? Maliwanag po.
Yes po.
Okay. No. And then, yan, therapy. No. So, nag-meet tayo ngayon. Alam nyo na kung ano ang mga i-discuss natin. No. So, if you feel like you want to drop the subject na, ayaw nyo na, no, parang ang hirap namang isabay nito, no, just make sure to make it official. No. So, kindly accomplish po yung ating dropping form and you submit it sa registrar so that you will be officially dropped sa klase po na ito so that mamarkahan siya na drop at hindi na siya kumbaga pag tumagal ng tumagal pa in the end ay maging 5 pa. Okay po? So, here are the topics to be discussed. So, syempre since ito yung first meeting natin, yung orientation and introduction natin, the mechanical engineering profession and the mechanical engineer in the society, mechanical engineering law, no, implementing rules and regulations for Republic Act number 8495. And then, i-discuss din natin contracts and specification. We are also going to discuss after midterm na the mechanical engineering code of ethics, engineering ethics in general, what are the liabilities of technical men, ano yung mga common na legal documents na possible nating makaharap. And then we are going to also discuss ethical issues, case studies pagdating sa engineering. And then, ayan, we are also going to discuss the local as well as the international codes and standards po na ina-apply at ginagamit natin dito sa Philippines. And then we will also be tackling about the National Building Code of the Philippines. Week 17, again, that will be the final examination. No. So, yun lang naman. No. Do you have any question, concern, clarification, violent reaction? May question po. maliwanag po?
Yes po.
Naiintindihan po? Is there a possibility na makuha po ang module din? Hindi to yung isang buo ha. Ano lang to, unang module pa lang. Photocopy lang ito. Meron ba? Possible?
Ano po yan, ma'am? Pang buong block po?
Ano?
Pang buong block yung ano po?
Oo.
Sa Wednesday po siguro, ma'am. Baka po makapunta po ako.
Okay. Kung talagang hindi at hindi, bakit pupunta ba kayo dito ng Wednesday?
Hindi, nasa Batangas lang naman po ako nagwo-work.
Okay. Hindi, ganito. Siguro kahit Monday morning, anong oras ng pasok nyo?
10 AM po.
10 a.m. pa? Siya, basta kuhanin nyo sa akin ng mas maaga before our class. Okay po?
Okay po, ma'am.
Okay. Siya, sige, sige. Okay? So, may concern pa, clarification. Wala na. Okay? Siya, sige. Kung wala nang concern, again, kindly prepare po ako ng index card ha. And then, early Monday next week, Andreas, kukuhanin mo sa akin. And then, yon, discussion na tayo sa Monday. Start na tayo. Okay po?
Okay po, ma'am.
Okay. So, kung wala nang concern, question, clarification, no,